why are carbs so important? Because personally, I love me some carbs. So why are carbs? And you know, I know we're not talking about chips here, but good thing is I'm not a super big chip eater. Give me chocolate and I'm going to take you down for it. But chips.
I'm the opposite. I love tortilla chips personally, but you know, I'm more of a salt tooth than a sweet tooth. But yes, you're right in that a lot of women will fear carbs. And I know the low carb sort of diet trend has been around for way longer than I wish it were. But carbs are a great fuel source for our body. You know, our brain relies on carbs, on glucose to think well. Our body relies on carbohydrates to perform well. So if you are, you know, pursuing any sort of fitness endeavor, well, whether it's an endurance exercise or in this case, whether it's strength training, and you want to lift weights and you want to build strength, you absolutely have to have the fuel to do so. You know, I mean, no one would think of driving a car with an empty gas tank. So why are we, you know, sort of forcing ourselves to limit our carbohydrate intake and then thinking that we can, you know, go hard in the gym, can build strength? It sort of doesn't make sense. So don't fear carbohydrates. You know, make sure that you are eating adequate carbohydrate to fuel what you're doing with your training and to also have the energy mentally and physically to be able to train. I think it both, you know, it applies to both areas: your brain, your central nervous system, and your periphery, your muscles. You know, your desire to be able to do things. If you're not eating carbs, you're going to feel tired. You're going to feel unmotivated. You know, and carbs for women, and we can get into this a little bit more if you like, certainly have, you know, other far-reaching sort of consequences, like excessively limiting carbs can affect their mood and their thyroid function, cortisol levels. So, you know, don't fear carbohydrates is another big message. Obviously, choosing the right kinds is going to be helpful, not, you know, the chocolate cake all the time, but certainly, you know, not forcing yourself to do a low carb intake at every single